Alright, so our Subi swap continues. So right now I'm standing underneath the bus. Now this is where our radiator has to go. So you can see I've already removed the old heater tube. Okay, but I left a small section here at the end because we are putting a heater core back in with the Subi swap, and I do want to hose and tie into this because when my engine is actually blowing heat, and I know we've mentioned it time and time again, I live in Canada. I want this to be a daily, so you know, in the fall when it's nice for pictures and you're driving to like the Gatineau Hills and you want to see all the leaves, it'd be nice to have a little bit of heat, and I don't want it just blowing in the back seat. I want it blowing up in the front where I'm actually sitting. Some on my feet, some on my face. Let's pretend it's a real working car and enjoy it, right? So all that being said, I left a small section here. I'm not sure how much I'm really gonna need. I'm not sure how I'm gonna tie into it yet. There's a lot of I'm not sure's there. And there is a lot of I'm not sure's with this whole getup right now, but we did go through Subi swaps. We bought the kit. They've sent us a bunch of parts. This is the rad they've sent. I'm still waiting on some hoses, so I'm not exactly sure how the connections are gonna be and whatnot. But here is my thought process. So first thing, had to remove that tube to see how this fits. So this rad, you can see it actually comes fairly protected already. The underside is completely bare, but the thought process is mounting this up here as tight as I can, okay? So it's almost, you know, it's basically just the fans that are sticking underneath the frame at that point. And what I've seen other guys do, and I'm planning on doing as well, is building a shroud that comes up. If I turn this the way it's facing, underneath the car, this facing down, building a shroud which is essentially gonna act like a scoop. And it will hang down here like this. So it's gonna be totally encapsulated on the side, forcing all of the air in through the fans. Again, I'm gonna put like a bit of chicken wire or some kind of protective grate on the front of it, so any large chunks, paper, whatever you see coming down the highway won't just get stuck up in there. It'll be protected here. All your air will be forced through and it will blow up and out sides here, dissipating your heat. So that's the plan. I don't have all of the things to get that mounted, but you know, we're thinking about it, and I definitely want to think about it. I want to hold it up, make some brackets, take some time, and I want to do it once and I want to do it right. So that's where we're at. We've got our access now. But before we end up blocking this, if you watch the other videos, we've done the 21 window conversion, right? And we have belly pans sitting right over there, and I plan to, again, use as much of that as I can. So obviously the two sides, no problem. The middle where the rad is, I'm gonna end up cutting and filling in the holes that I can, just to give it that bit more structural support. But what all this rambling is leading to is I need to get all the wiring run before I start blocking everything off. So I think behind my head, yes, you can see we've started. So these are all the different water temp, oil temp, all the different gauges that we've added to the dash. We got to run wiring through the body back to the engine. So started running that and getting it out of the way. So gonna continue with that, get this cleaned up, zip tie, put wire loom on it. I'm gonna run a few extra wires just in case. And again, we gotta get this fed up through the front, get it to its actual position in the dash. Like this is your oil pressure sensor. Get it to where that gauge is actually going to be, and then pull the wire back through so that I have as much spare wire at the back as possible. I don't want any of these to be too short. I did mention in our gauge video, we did go with all Speed Hut gauges and had the wiring looms made a little bit longer. We went for 18 feet. Pulling these through, I'm a little nervous. I should have maybe went for 20, 22 feet. It was minimal cost. I thought 18 was more than enough. It looks like it might be tight and I might be lengthening some of these wires, but as we get them going, we'll let you know. If it's longer, hey, maybe you won't have to extend yours when you do this. So yeah, we'll keep you posted. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you out there.